Let's go. I'm so excited today. Manu,
See here. How are you doing, guys?
amazing, fantastic, beautiful. We're making money. Charlie is aligned. Edu is on call. We're here one more day. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's go and learn some tricks that help us to get the favor of the Upwork's algorithm, and also be efficient and be more intelligent than our competitors. I think you're guessing. Today we're going to speak about some tested tricks and tips that you can apply every day, and I recommend you do apply and keep all the recommendations because they work. And why am I sure that they work? Because I implemented these tricks not only on my own profile, but on so many Upwork profiles, like 5 profiles I was managing throughout years, and also other freelancers I have worked with. So let's do not waste time and start with the list. Let me see who is there. Okay, guys. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, Carlos, Jaime. Hi, Jaime. We're so excited to see the success you're having. Yeah, we can already call it a real success on the platform. Yeah, it is super amazing, so inspiring.
So good. Actually, I would like to take a second. Jaime, you there? Bro, can you
Yes,
just walk us through, just like tell us a little bit about how you feeling? Like this is day 45, I think, of you joining us, joining this program, and like the success, the projects, the entire data-driven process that you took. How are you feeling?
uh, well, yeah, it's been a lot, like ups and down. Yeah, it is interesting to manage the kind of relationships, um, because um, well, let me gather my ideas. So yeah, the first is it's really I'm really excited to see how uh, there is a path forward and how I can walk it. So early in the modules, when I was researching about my competition, it was clear that they were doing suboptimal things, but still getting amazing results. So, well, right now, as I am trying to put all of the pieces together, yeah, I'm really excited to see uh, results. Actually, today would be the first day in which I get money in my bank account from Upwork.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Amazing.
Also, if I am earning like 100% in my 9 to 5 right now, I think that I am at 140. So yeah, I still cannot replace my job, but I do see a path forward. Also, it is interesting to see how there are different kind of clients. So for example, one discovery is that for a client that was willing to pay $100 per project, now
Mm-hmm.
I have sold him in services so far. They are four, no, 500. But again, as I collaborate with them, I help them achieve success so they can pay me more. And it is a fruitful relationship. And also, I have seen the mistakes that I have made with the first client. Um, that is another story, but again, so many things going on. Yeah, and also it is interesting to see how even in 1 week, I went from suffering with a hard relationship with one client to now having three and about to have the fifth one. So
Amen to that. Congrats, bro. Yeah, for everyone on call,
thanks.
Eduardo, who's up and coming. Yeah, Herman, I'm not sure if you can turn on your video, bro, but it'll be appropriate for you to say hi. And Carlos, like Edgar too, everyone who's on call. It's This is the reality of the
Yeah.
freelance journey, right? Because at the end of the day, we're building a business. We're transforming your identities from like quote unquote resource to a consultant or a business owner. So you're gonna learn how to acquire leads and then jump on a sales call and just like Jaime did, um, some clients will be really fast to ask for a refund and it's super scary and you start to sweat and you don't know what you're doing. And then some others are really nice clients and then the ups and the downs, you can feel it in Jaime's voice, it's a process. And this is the process that is actually scary, but what's on the other side? There is a path forward. It is possible. So, Jaime, huge props to you, man. Since you joined us, I saw your commitment. We've all seen your commitment, and for sure, you have become an inspiration because I was on a call with Eduardo, and you inspire the others to just take the action. So, thank you for having big cojones, my friend. And with that said, Lucine, we can move on.
Yeah. Yes, it is really true inspiration. I will add to that. Like now I'm doing consultations and newbies always ask this question, is it real to start on Upwork? Is it real to work with $0 profile? And I'm saying right now I'm working with someone who is doing just great and she already landed so many contracts and he's having quality clients already there. So I'm inspiring also other people I'm talking to and doing consultations with. So yeah, thank you so much for your example. And I also want to tell you guys that when you're just starting freelancing, either it's Upwork or another freelance platform, you're kind of having this overwhelming feeling because you take everything personally. So any feedback, anything you hear, you take it like it is about your personality. But you need to start with the mindset that whatever feedback I'm receiving, this is not about me personally, but it's about my work. And it's actually great when I'm having this different kind of situations and challenges because in freelancing, you're growing day by day in your regular like 9 to 5 jobs, you may grow, let's say, month by month or quarter by quarter, but in freelancing, you're growing every day. So this kind of challenges actually, in several years, you'll start feeling that you learn so many things because of this challenging clients and this kind of challenging conversations. So yeah, right now, just start changing your mindset and when you receive, let's say, bad feedback or you start worrying, just stop for a minute, take a deep breath, and remember that this feedback is not about you personally, but about your work. And maybe, yes, you need to change something, you need to improve. And it's not always about the work to be improved. Most of the time, it is about the communication. So most of the time, if you set clear expectations or you were on time to make updates, the challenges would be less and less. But for newbies, it is difficult to, start with this mindset. But you remember my words in several years, and you will say, "Yeah, Lucine was right. This is kind of becoming like a game and not a struggle." Okay, guys, let's move on with the tricks. I'll share my screen. So I gathered a document for you so you could have uh, different kinds of tricks that you can and I advise you that you need to keep all these activities and this will become your, let's say, unfair advantage. So these tricks, they may sound like, being strategic or doing it in an efficient way. But what I really like about Upwork, it rewards you for your consistency, for you being active, and for taking meaningful actions. So all of these actions actually bring the algorithm's favor, and the system itself will help you to be more visible to the clients that you are targeting. So first of all, it comes with staying active on the platform. So if you are serious about Upwork, I really recommend you log into your account every day and check the job fit. Even if you're not applying, log in and check the job fit. This is kind of going a signal to the algorithm that you're actively looking for a job. Of course, it is better if you send at least a couple of proposals per day. But if you keep the minimum of 10 proposals per week, this is the golden minimum number that signals the algorithm that you're actively looking for a job. Updating the profile titles, the descriptions monthly. So once in a month, even light changes like changing several words there, or doing a keyword research, finding some more keywords and updating your profile, these light changes are enough. But remember that every time you change something in the description, this triggers the system to make your profile more visible. At least I recommend adding one portfolio item per month. If possible, link to an Upwork job. Upwork has this feature when you're adding a portfolio item, it says you can select a related job on Upwork and it will show the linked job on your profile. So this is a great trick you can do if you have the opportunity to add a case study, I don't know, any portfolio item. And if the clients, you feel like the client will be okay that their project is added in your portfolio, go ahead and do it. Another trick is offering some small gigs that you can deliver within 7 days. And it can be like, let's say 10 days, but something that you can deliver in 1 week really triggers the system. Fast and small gigs boost the profile like nothing. So I checked many profiles and I was keeping the track record of some profiles that always were on the first page of Upwork. So what I've seen there is that they had the small gigs, they had like $100 gigs, and they were delivering very quickly. Their contracts were short. They always had like every month they had like 3 small gigs delivered, and this helped to keep their profile on the first page for month and month. I would say for years, because I was watching this game for years actually. So a very nice trick. By the way, we'll talk about the consultations. Jaime was having questions about the consultations. So consultation is a small gig, right? So it's kind of it is usually between $30 to $100 if you are an expert in your fields per 30 minutes. So this is a small gig and you can deliver it very fast, right? You're having, let's say, 1 hour call with the client and you also provide a meeting summary. So in total, this can take like 3 days and it really triggers the system and also gives you the opportunity to upsell your actual services, right? So as an expert, you are giving some sort of advice, or you are having a discussion, or you are introducing the process. You are getting paid for your time. This is a small gig to deliver very fast. And also you have the opportunity to upsell because people already saw you. They see what kind of knowledge you have as an expert. They see how you talk, how you look, and you are more you have more trust with these consultations. And it also helps your positioning because not everyone on Upwork can offer a consultation as an expert advice, as an expert guidance. So this really positions you as someone who is like more experienced, who can share some expertise they have. Another point, ending the contracts if they do not consider a continuation. Ending a contract really brings great visibility to the profile. When you're ending a contract, it triggers the system that, okay, I'll need to provide another job opportunity for this freelancer. But if you keep the contract open, the system thinks that, okay, maybe there is going to be another milestone, so maybe this freelancer doesn't need any more jobs. But if you end it, and this is a mistake that many freelancers do. I checked like many profiles, maybe more than 1,000 profiles, and I see that they have their contracts that lasted 2 years. But this is, let's say, like a $500 contract. So this cannot be like 12 milestones contract. So this is a very common mistake, and you can use this as your advantage. And also, very important thing, make sure you always get a review after delivering the project. This is also a common mistake. I believe many freelancers ask for the feedback for a review, but they're not very consistent in this. Okay, so you need to consider this as a part of your job, and I call it review management. So you need to know how to make sure that your client leaves a review before they leave. Of course, if you are sure that this review is going to be like 5-star review, amazing words, only in this case. If you are not sure, of course, do not ever speak about the review. But if you're sure that your client is happy, and clients used to, go away and you may never hear from them once they leave the platform. So usually they're, created this client account, they hired someone, and they never check their client account. So you need to make sure you tell them to leave you a review as soon as possible, because Upwork says that the jobs with reviews only have an impact in your job success score. And all the factors that have an impact on job success score are the most important ones. So ending a contract which doesn't have a review, it almost is something not useful except for the money you are earning. So this part was about staying active, and I want to hear from you guys. Is everything clear so far? Do you have questions? Have you tried these tricks already? If it's clear, you can just put there plus. If you have questions, you're welcome.
Just German is asking for the link of the doc.
Yes, of course, right now.
And Jaime suggested starting with a 30 to 35. What is a good time to update that number? 3 sales, bro. Standard. You get 3 sales, you can raise 10%, 15%.
Okay, thanks. Will do.
Yeah, buddy. Charlie, Bonilla, any questions?
Everything's clear. Thank you for the tips.
Thank you for putting me in the spot. Edgar, good to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? All clear? We understanding
Hello,
everything?
everything is clear. Hi, how are you, Carlos? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. I don't see you. I see you. You don't see me. It's good to see you. Lucien, we can keep going.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just shared the file in the chat, guys, and I opened the comments. So if you have questions, you can put their comments and I'll answer them, okay? All right. So this was about like keeping all the right activities on the platform. Now we'll talk about educating the algorithm on your preferences, because the algorithm is also using like lots of AI, artificial intelligence, to match your profile, your proposal with your client. Okay. So you need to make sure you're educating the algorithm. And another common mistake here is that people used to see like jobs and say, okay, I can do something like this, or I can also do this. And they apply for like whatever job they feel like this is something close to their skills and the services they want to sell on Upwork, and they start applying for many different jobs. So eventually they're confusing actually the algorithm, and algorithm like doesn't understand, okay, what services like again do you want to provide on Upwork? So you are educating the algorithm with your actions. This is why you need to submit only targeted proposals. Let's say they're at least 80% match, but I usually recommend that only apply when you feel like this is 100% match. Because when it's 100% match, you already have the opportunity to be a best match, to have this badge on your proposal that you are a best match. So you have more visibility, you have more ranking in the proposals list. But let's say they're at least 80% match. So this way you're not only increasing your chances, but also educating the algorithm of your job preferences. The second one, make sure to use this like button when checking the job fit. And yeah, I mean this button. So again, this way you are saying to the algorithm that I'm not interested in this kind of jobs. And you need to be very careful, guys, with this because maybe you're not interested because let's say the budget is low or the client seems to be not a good client. Okay, they have a bad client history, let's say, or you check the history and see that they're paying quite low. But if the job title and the skill tags are matching your profile, never press the dislike button. Because when matching a job to your profile, the first things that are taken into account by the algorithm are job title and the skill tags. So you need to make sure never press this button or reject an invitation that is matching to you with the title and skill tags. Okay. Save searches. Here, when you are doing some searches, you can save whatever you're doing. For me, my saved search is title Upwork profile. By experimenting, I found out that this search, like going with title search and with this word, is bringing me the most relevant results. In your case, it can be like different. For example, it can be a exact version, or you can go more broad. This is different in anyone's case. Okay, you just need to make sure when you found out that okay, this search is bringing the most relevant results for me, you save this search. Okay, now about the invitations. When you are receiving invitations and they're like you are seeing that these invitations have nothing to do with what I want to offer on the platform, decline those invitations. Again, this is kind of similar to the dislike button. You need to make sure you're not declining the jobs that match to your profile with the job title and skill tags. Always accept the invitations, even if you're not interested, if it matches with the title and skill tags. Always accept, never decline, because this can tell the system that you're not interested at all in this kind of jobs. Okay, so the logic is the same. Yeah, the last one, I'll always accept invitations that match your profile with titles and skill tags. So this was the algorithm, educating the algorithm part, and I think it's pretty simple. Simple actions that you can do on constant basis and have the algorithm's favor. Okay, guys, please give me plus if it was clear, or ask me questions.
Lucine, one question.
Yes.
Could you show again where, thanks, could you share again where the save searches is done? Like
Yes.
on the actual Upwork
Yes.
page?
Okay. So let's say I'm typing whatever it is, okay? Any keyword. So it takes us to another page. Oh, this verification process.
Yeah,
Is
so long.
taking this long with you guys, or this is my internet or something? The same with you? Okay.
Yeah.
I already started thinking that maybe my computer is old or something. Okay. So here we have a search, right? So if we go to advanced search, all right, it's still loading. Okay, guys. So here you already see the save search button, right? Right here, save search. So I already can save this search, but this was a broad search. I put there only like keywords. We can also go to the advanced search. Yeah, here we go. So it says all of these words. When we put just the keywords in the job fit part, it says all of these words. But we can go with the exact phrase, and it will bring the results that have exactly this phrases. Or we can go with the title search. Whatever you do, okay, let's go also for the title search. Whatever you do, you just save the results. And every time you're not going to type anything. You're just press the save search and it will bring, see, it is keeping the formula of the search. So it is saying e-commerce and Google and ad. So this is the broad search. Wherever this one of these three words appear, it's going to show you the job post. And title search. Title including this phrase. So I'm just saving, and if I go to my job feed, I will see the saved search there. Here we go. Saved searches, this one, and my preferred search. Everything's clear, Germán? All right,
Yes.
guys. All right, let's move on. Okay, now the responsiveness. Each freelance platform, not only Upwork, they prefer responsive people. So what you need to do to be considered as someone who is responsive on the platform. The first thing I really recommend you to do is replying to job posts within 30 minutes of posting. So you need to find really like fresh ones, right? So you need to have some clear saved searches already that you're sure are bringing relevant results. Also, you can have these alerts on, these Upwork notifications that says there is a new job that is a match. And also you need to have like 3 to 5 proposal templates ready there, waiting for another job. And this template should be like letters that can be easily customizable, so that it sounds like you just wrote the whole cover letter for this particular job. Okay. And also, what refers to responsiveness is also answering the messages, the invitations within 24 hours. And this is a rule on Upwork. You need to be, it says that you need to answer within 24 hours. This is not going to show anywhere on your profile. No one is going to know how many hours it takes you to answer, but this triggers also the system that you are responsive. If you answer very quickly and better answering in 1 hour when you have a message or invitation. Also, there is something about jumping on the calls, because Upwork has some their integration with Zoom calls, right? So they also see that, okay, you started a conversation with Upwork and with the client, and the client offers a call and you're ready to jump on a call very quickly. Actually, that's why I think one of the reasons they integrated Zoom is because of this reason. So people are able to jump on a call very quickly. So it is recommended to be ready to jump on a call with clients within 4 hours. And also one part of the responsiveness refers to the updates. When someone is already your client and you started working on the job, you need to make sure you're doing timely updates and not waiting for the client to initiate the conversation about updates, to asking you for updates. And when you ever use a project catalog, when you sell a project catalog, it has some built-in messages that the system sends you. It says update the client. It says when you are late, it says make sure to message the client what progress you are having, what you're working on. So making timely updates is really recommended by the system and helps you to be responsive for the algorithm. Okay. Guys,
Yeah, I have a comment. I have a
yeah,
comment
sure.
in there for everyone on call. The very, very important to have an understanding in your identity that early bird gets the worm. So for me, when I used to do this on a daily basis, I would be sending proposals in the first 3 seconds. And you'd be surprised how many founders or potential high paying clients would be super happy that I'd be like a crazy man, just like living in the Upwork trenches, and I'll be ready for a quick 5 minute at least to say hi. I wasn't really ready for a whole discovery session, but I'll be ready for like a quick, hey, I'm a real person. I'm not a cheap, I am a consultant. I'm serious. I'm really happy to help. Let's book a serious session. So I'll be sending proposals. I'll be hitting that refresh button like a crazy guy, just like hitting my 7 proposals a day, and then I'll be done with it, or sometimes 15, whatever the protocol is. And that's the reality. Yeah. So sometimes we forget how lucky we are to be able to do this from anywhere in the world. Somebody had the great idea someday to create a platform for freelancers to connect with potential clients. So just remember that every time you log into Upwork, we actually get to do this. Actually a way. There is actually a way to jump on calls with amazing people online and get paid doing what you love, doing what you like, building an agency, building a consultation call. So it's easy to forget. It's important that you remember every time you jump into Upwork, hey, you'll be like, hey, there's a chance for me to jump on a call with someone really cool. So just wanted to mention that from the identity perspective, because then your energy throughout jumping calls and sending proposals will be really nice, and people by people. People want to work with nice people. I better hire a nice person who's still learning than annoying asshole who knows it quote unquote all. So be nice, and everything trickles down. And the notifications. Just want to mention tactical, something that you can do, all of you right now. Just turn on the notifications. You have your saved searches, and it works like an RSS type of thing. Every time there's a new post, you get a message. You be the first. That's it, Lucine. Thank you.
Yes. All right, guys. If there are no other questions, we can move on. All right. So there were a couple of more unfair advantages you can and you need to use when you're starting on Upwork. First, determining the posting time of your ideal clients and being active at that time. If you want to take like jobs, let's say from the USA maybe, or let's say Australia, a specific country or region, you need to make sure you are there when your client is posting. And it's not always like knowing their working hours, but also what part of the day they used to post more. And there is usually a pattern. And for finding the pattern, you remember you need to check like 20 to 30 job post on Upwork, and you'll see the pattern. You'll know the exact time frame they are doing the job posts that are attractive to you. And the second part is applying on weekends. Many people work only from Monday to Friday. So if you apply for weekends, there will not be so much competition. And also, you are really the probability is high that you are applying to a job that was posted by a decision maker, because all of the other jobs, when they're like typically posted from Monday to Friday, this could be people who are doing tasks. So finding a freelancer is their task. Maybe they're managers, etc., but they're not the decision makers. They're not the owners. So applying for weekends gives you really the unfair advantage of
I agree. Hey,
yeah.
let's fucking go. This is true, eh? The unfair advantage is if you're a crazy lab guy just working 24/7 and then you just do it all of the time. That's the reality of this stuff. But let's not talk about that, right? 100%. What back in the day when we started this program, we used to have this little thing on Sundays. We used to call it on days. It's on days. So that was one of the reasons why people were winning because we were willing to put in the work, do what others are not willing to do. Just like Jaime was willing to do absolutely every action step of this program and close 4 contracts in 45 days, right? So the reality of this stuff is that gotta put it to work. So unfair advantage for real and Sundays, love Sundays. 100% yes.
Yeah, I want to add to this, guys. I'm really for life-work balance. I love the balance, and I don't have any other choice because I'm a mom to my toddler. Uh, but when you are just starting, you really need to put extra effort, and you really need to do something that not many other people are doing. Once your profile starts working for you, it starts bringing you invitations, really quality clients, and you are able to charge much more for the same time spent on a project, for the similar project. You are more in control of what you're doing, how much you're doing. Okay. Once you are already an established freelancer in the platform, you're free to say, okay, I will start on Monday. I'm not working on the weekend. So if you're like maybe afraid of, the burnout or something, it's just the beginning, guys. When you are an established freelancer, the profile is going to work for you, and you will have like more opportunity to say no if you feel like this is not something very interesting to me. So I'm only for meaningful work, but you can take an unfair advantage when you are just starting on the platform. Okay, guys. Now, and let's go to the last part. The last but not least, they say, and working with buttons, the availability badge. You can turn the availability badge for, let's say, a week, and you can turn it off for a couple of days, and you can turn it on back. It really triggers the system, guys. This is something lots of people tried. I really say, yeah, go and try it. And also, guys, when you are trying something, make sure you're tracking the results. So try one thing at a time, okay? If you're playing with the availability badge button, just make sure you're doing only this action, okay? Do not go change the title, the descriptions, and playing with the availability badge, okay? So do one thing at a time and track changes. And for the better track record, you need to track everything for 2 weeks. Because this is a time period that actually the actions taken are seen on your profile stats. So always remember, do one thing at a time and track whatever you do for at least 2 weeks. Another button is boosting the profile. You can turn on and off, and you'll see really difference. Okay, so I tried all of this myself. So I turn off the buttons, and I suddenly turn back on, and I see like lots of invitations coming, lots of direct messages coming. So I really recommend you trying this. And also, another trick, playing with your profile rate, like increasing and decreasing it for 10 to 20 dollars per hour. We're talking about the hourly rate. Yeah, so this is kind of moving you from one price category to another price category. And this is a huge change for the system, for the algorithm. So again, it also triggers, it gives you some visibility for you, because this is a huge change on the platform, like moving from one pricing category to another pricing category. Any questions from these questions, guys? This section, guys? You're good? Okay. So this was all, my friends. We have some more time. We have 20 minutes. Yeah, I also wanted to talk about the paid consultations. Jaime was asking. Let's go to, I think I'll go to my profile to show what we're talking about. So guys, once you get the Rising Talent badge, you will have the opportunity to provide paid consultations on Upwork. So most of you guys, most of the time, you jump on a call, you have lots of conversation with the client, you are explaining the process, especially if the client doesn't understand what it's really about, okay? So for example, they want to have a website, but they do not understand the process, they do not know what is going to be required from them, and they have so many questions to ask. And most of the time you're doing this for free, and you're already sharing some information, you're doing some discussion for free. And this paid consultation give you the opportunity to give this knowledge away and being paid for your time. Here we go. It is right under the profile description, and it has some categories. They're usually in marketing, and they also have IT. So your topic is going to be in the IT, most probably. So yeah, let's open and see my consultation, how it looks like. So this feature is created to provide consultation, expert guidance in a specific topic. And it usually works well if you tell the people in your description what specific questions are going to be addressed during a consultation call. Of course, if they find something related to them, or all the questions are related, they will be happy to jump on a consultation. And there are many quality clients who are willing to pay for time to just speak to you, you know. I had cases when people purchased a consultation, they paid for the time, and they said, I'll just need to talk to you. I'll just need to know you better. I just need to know more about your background. So they just paid for my time so that I could introduce me better. Okay, so most of us are doing this every time for free. Every time we're telling about our experience and why we're the right candidate for the job. But there are some quality clients that they are willing to pay for this. And this can be like, when starting, this can be like a small amount. I remember I started with like $20 per 30 minutes, I guess. But back then I was already sharing useful information. But I was just starting, and I was just experiencing, I was just testing this feature. So what is the best about this feature, that you can turn the consultation clients into your actual clients. You can upsell your actual services. So they came to your profile for expert guidance or expert advice, but they are buying the actual service from you. Okay, so this is great, like $0 I would say lead channel, lead source, and you can use it for your advantage. Here we have the times. They can select 30 minutes, they can select 60 minutes, and you can also have, this one is very important, guys. Please be attentive. There is this button, meet now. If you are willing and you are able to jump on the calls, let's say 4 hours, for 4 hours you are available to jump on a call. You can turn on the meet now button so that people, when checking your profile, they see that you are already available for a call, and they do not have to choose a time slot if they are also available at that time. So this is another useful feature. Okay, so I wanted to see what else. Yeah, it has some. It has frequently asked questions part, which is another great thing, because you don't have this part on your Upwork profile, right? You don't have an FAQ part. And actually many freelancers, they use this their profile description to put there some FAQ. So you can also use this part for putting there some FAQ. Okay? Pretty well. I have 15 reviews for this feature. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is actually great positioning. You are positioning yourself as an expert in your field, not just a task doer.
I have a question.
Yes, Jaime.
How common it is for clients to give feedback after a project?
How common?
Yeah, because I'm out of the 4 contracts I have asked them, but I see on my profile that they still show as pending while the work is already completed.
But did you ended the contract, Jaime?
I don't
I
know.
think no.
Okay.
Yeah. So you either need to have a contract of 30 days with the client so that they can provide you a review, or you need to end the contract.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
should do it now, Jaime. Just share your screen and let's review if you want to. So we can just fix now.
Sure. Okay. Let me
Also, I want to
try.
give the mic to Herman. He has a question, and also I want Herman to share in super fast because we only have 12 minutes. Everything that he learned through reviewing Jaime's journey. I really want that to be live on call while Jaime shares his screen or whatever.
Yeah.
I,
Actually, I'm sharing the screen, and Jaime, I see that you have 4 contracts open. So maybe you delivered the milestone, and I can see here that because I see the payment here. Okay, so I see that this one is not approved yet. I guess this one doesn't show. But because I see the budget here, I know that you delivered the project and it was approved. But still, it is in progress. That's why I know you didn't end the contract. So you need to end and ask them to leave a review. So you can tell them, of course, if you see that there are collaboration opportunities with this client, you can tell them that you can say this message. It works pretty well. You can say that for now, I'm ending the contract, but of course, I'm open for any collaboration. And if we decide to work together in the future, we will easily open another contract. But for now, I'm ending this contract, and your review will help much for me to grow my profile. This is very important for me. So I'll leave an excellent review to you. So I would appreciate if you do the same for me. Okay? I'll send this message template to you guys for everyone to use. And guys, consider a review management. If they do not apply, right, you're sending a messages. And if they do not apply, you are sending a follow-up message, right? Make sure to send a follow-up message for reviews as well. Just keep them on the platform until they leave a review to you.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Herman, we hear you.
yeah, thanks, Lucy. So my first question is regarding your actual review management because it's perfect. I mean, is this your first Upwork profile, or did you create a previous profiles before, and then you created this one to have like a cleaner version? Because it's pretty impressive. So just wondering how has been your actual like walk through like your your experience with the
Yes. Thank you for the question. Actually, yeah, you made me smile, Herman. Thank you. Yeah. So this is my one and only profile, my only profile ever. Yes, I didn't have any other profiles, although I worked on different other profiles as a profile manager and as a profile optimization expert. Okay. So as a profile manager, I had the opportunity to test so many things on 5 profiles. That's why I know that this kind of things are working. So I had this opportunity. But it was only my profile, my own profile, that went flawless with 100% client satisfaction. Because we had some, bad feedback, disputes for the profiles I was working on as a profile manager. Because there were many people working on one profile. So there were salespeople, and there were other people who were keeping the communication with the client, and totally other people who were doing the actual services. So it at first it was hard for us to make sure that the client satisfaction is 100%. But as we were working on all processes, we could come to the point, and the solution was the consistency. So we needed to make sure that all people working on the profile speak in one language. So this was, the salespeople were talking so excited, and they were, I don't know, they were like, they have this special tone, and they keep the client excited. And then the conversation moved to account managers who was keeping the client communication, and they were speaking like very monotone, you know. So the client wasn't excited because they were having the feeling that this is not the same person. So the lesson here is that you need to be consistent in everything you do. Okay. So it starts with your profile. Your profile should seem to be professional. If you are professional in communication, in the work you deliver, your profile also need to be professional. Your message, whenever someone reaches out to you, whenever someone invites you, your first message. So that is to say, you don't have the second opportunity to have a first impression. So the impression in every touch point should be consistent. And the first touch point is your profile or your proposal. So everything needs to be in one language, need to speak the same value. Okay. So people need to have this, the association of one thing about you, at least one thing about you. For example, this person is very professional. This person is doing timely updates. This person is very caring. Very important thing, caring actually for their project. This person is an actual manager, not just a task doer. So whatever you want other people to feel about you, you need to keep it consistently in your profile, proposal, in your messages, in your calls, script, and everything. So this 5-star reviews, this 100% job success score was ensured only with the consistency.
Amen to that. That is the word of experience. Jaime, yes, I just double checked in your profile the you need to end the contract, homie. That's about it. Contract needs to be ended on both sides, and it's a little bit confusing sometimes. But if you go to the right part of the screen, there's
Yeah,
gonna be a green button.
I'll show that. Now, actually, you can end the contract, but you can also leave this to client. Okay, so you can send a message and ask them to end the contract, but you can do it yourself. If you are sure that it is absolutely ended, you can do it yourself, or you can say, I suggest we end the contract, and you leave it to them. Okay, so here we have this three dots. Guys, you're seeing my screen, right?
Yep.
All right. So we have these three dots.
It's a little slow.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. See, guys, yeah, the right part. Actually,
Okay.
we have proposed new contract here. Give a refund and end the contract. Okay. So when you're pressing end the contract, and I'll end this contract right now for you guys. See, I'm doing the mistakes that I'm talking about, right? Yeah, because we all fall into the trap of doing the work, delivering the work, and we're not working on our profile. We are also in this. Okay, so yeah, no worries. So your client sees exactly the same thing, the review part, as we see now. Okay, so they see this 0 to 10 scale rating. And this is the private feedback part. You're not going to see this. You're not going to know about this ever. If you try to reach out to support, they're not going to tell you anything. Okay. So this part, this one, okay, this one is for the client. So it is saying how likely are you to recommend this client? And with the client part, it says how likely are you to recommend this freelancer? Okay, so if overall their feeling about working with you is great, they are very likely to deliver. Okay, and this is again private feedback part. They can tell, and you select a reason to end. In my case, it is project completed successfully. And I'm also, as a freelancer, giving the skill ratings to my client, but this is exactly the same interface for the client as well, okay? So they are giving skills, quality requirements, availability, set reasonable deadlines, communication, and cooperation, okay? So this is basically giving you the idea what is actually important on working on this platform, when succeeding, keeping clients 100% satisfied. So you need to have the skills, but not only the skills. Okay. Yeah. And this part, which is again optional, and I'll write a short review. Okay. And I end the contract. Okay, guys. I guess, very simple. So this can be initiated by the client and by the freelancer. Of course, you do not have to ask the client when you decide to end, but the professional communication is always making sure everything is agreed upon when you end the contract. Okay, so yeah, this contract is already ended, and in a couple of hours it will show on my profile as a completed work.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes, Jaime.
If they do not leave feedback, will it still contribute to my job success score?
No, yeah. The sad part is that no, if you do not have a review, that is not calculated in your job success score. Okay, so you need to make sure you have the review, right? So you can have like this 4 or 5 contracts and you still do not get the job success score, because Upwork says that there are not every job is eligible for being included within the job success board.
Okay, got it.
A little pro tip before we continue, friends. For everyone on call, to supercharge your chances to long-term success, start being a little bit ahead of the curve. You know, now that you hear this tactics that Luzine are sharing, one of the things that I recommend when you're starting out is to have the mentality we are always closing. Okay, this is a little bit of a street smart for everyone on call. So we're always closing, yeah? Meaning just because they said yes to the price doesn't mean that's it. You know, you can always have this chance, this perspective of, okay, I'm always closing, I'm always reclosing, I'm always delivering and reminding them why they chose me. Because if you can give them a 5-star VIP type of experience, and consider the word experience, if you make them feel amazing throughout working with you, you can have them record a video testimonial. You can have them record a video testimonial. I know this is a little bit unorthodox, Lucine. I know this is a little bit different from the usual, but it is very powerful. So we're always closing. Give them a nice experience. Just consider yourself when you arrive to a restaurant and you wait for 30 minutes for somebody to ask you something. And for the folks from Mexico, Eloy and Edgar, you guys owning running businesses and agencies, always we're the perspective of we're always closing literally means give them an experience that they just cannot forget. So you arrive to a restaurant, you wait for 30 minutes and they didn't even give you water or whatever, or you go to another restaurant and then everyone that's working there tells you welcome, and then you get a little bit of a bread and then maybe olive oil and then water, you know, that's the type of thing. So we're always closing, and highly recommend it. If the vibe, if the energy is appropriate, friends, don't be afraid to ask for a video testimonial, not just the Upwork review. That's it for me.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos. Yeah, this is powerful. Actually, I would say there are two things you can do, and you will also have, you will always have success, actually, if you have the skills. Care deeply about your client's project, about your client needs, and make sure you over deliver. You just do not deliver what was expected. Over deliver. It can be a small thing. It can be one consultation call, a nice bonus. Over deliver and not just meet expectations but exceed expectations. And this will ensure 100% satisfaction and 100% job success for all the time.
Hell yeah. I mean, if you are not making money on Upwork after all of this stuff, come on.
Guys, any questions, comments? We're good? All right. Okay. You can put your comments or questions in the community, as always, guys. And I see you in 1 week. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Ciao,
Thank you.
team.
Bye. Thanks.
Eloy, Edgar,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Thank you so
Elu, take
much.
care.
Bye, guys.